Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. But for our radio audience here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all could be with us. Also, joining us are our friends at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcast. We welcome you all as well. It is a brand new year. I'm already beginning my travel plans, as I know a lot of you are, and that means you're probably looking for a great place to go. Well, now may be the time to think about a Caribbean vacation. Here to talk to you guys about what you need to be thinking about when it comes to planning such a trip. We're excited to welcome Lindsay Grant to our program today. Lindsay is someone that you guys definitely going to learn a lot from. He is a St. Kitts Minister of Tourism. We're going to talk to him not only about the planning aspect, but also where you all can go for some great information. Lindsay, thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate it.
Cyrus, thank you for your time also. Good
to be on your show. This is exciting because a lot of people, including myself, Lindsay, are thinking about are traveling. We're ready to be able to move around a bit. What should travelers think about when they're planning their upcoming trips?
Well, Cyrus, across the industry right now, that booking windows have been shortened because of the pandemic. It's now down to anywhere between 2 weeks and 2 months. So that's something to consider. Safety is very important in this time coming out of the pandemic, and even within the pandemic, safety is critical. And so it's important for me to tell you that more than 80% of our nationals and residents have been vaccinated. It's important for me to tell you that every single person who is on the front line in the tourism industry have been travel approved, which means they've gone through a process of training in the protocols and have been vaccinated. So safety in terms of the virus and the pandemic is not an issue when you're coming to warm and sunny St. Kitts. What you just need to do is 72 hours before you travel, you take your RT-PCR test and you come on down to St. Kitts and warm St. Kitts and engage with the people, the warm and friendly people of St. Kitts.
Well, that is some great news, Lindsay. Lindsay, I want to drill down on that a little bit because you mentioned the windows of time. We always have heard that when it comes to travel, the earlier the better. Why is now the best time to travel, or to at least start planning for that trip?
Well, for travel, any time is a good time. But what I would tell you is that in some parts of the U.S. right now it's blistering cold, so it's really a good time to travel. Next month is also a good time to travel because, as you know, you have spring break coming on. And you may want to look further down the road to maybe a June when we have our music festival. But the critical thing to tell you is that any time is a good time to travel to warm and sunny and friendly St. Kitts.
Well, I know you're a big believer in St. Kitts, Lindsay, so let's talk more about it. What can visitors experience when they're visiting there?
Well, St. Kitts, I love to say, is an adventure island. It's for the adventurous type. It's for the type of laid back also, but we are full of adventure. For example, you can hike through the rainforest to Mount Liamiga, which is 4,600 feet into the hills. Or if you are less adventurous, you can do the zip line, where you're zip lining through the rainforest 1,000 feet above the ground. Or you can do the ATV tours, which takes you through the off-beaten track on the ATVs. Or you can just bask in the glory of the sun and the sand and the sea. Or do the jet skis, the water skis, the catamarans, whatever you wish. But the important thing, there's always something for everyone to do. We have an iconic train tour, which takes the same train that delivered the sugar cane in the days when sugar was king, now transports visitors and tourists through the old sugar plantation. That's a must-do. A must-do also has to be Brimstone Hill, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's really a pristine fortress dating back to the 1600s, where when the French and the British fought for supremacy over St. Kitts. That is there in pristine condition. It's a must-do. But I must tell you, to top it all, we're going to give you 2 for the price of 1. What do I mean by that? We're going to give you Nevis, which is our sister island. You get to Nevis 5 minutes away from St. Kitts using water taxi. Different island, different people, different engagement, different accommodations. But guess what? The home of Alexander Hamilton, a must-see. We are steeped in history. We are very warm. We are very friendly. We are very genuine and engaging. We call ourselves the quintessential Caribbean. It is what the Caribbean used to be, and that's what we are still today. St. Kitts.
Love that. A lot of great information for our audience, Lindsay, as they are making their plans. And so glad we could have you on here to talk about it. Again, everyone, Lindsay Grant is our guest. He is the St. Kitts Minister of Tourism, letting you all know why now is the time to go ahead and plan your trip. And, Lindsay, where can our audience go for more information?
They can go to www.stkitstourism.kn. All of the information will be there at their fingertips.
All right. Well, Lindsay, thank you so much for stopping by the program today. I really appreciate it. And looking forward to having you back on the show again. And we thank you, our audience, for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live, part of our News You Can Use segment here at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying, as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Now let's go make today amazing. Take care.